about Cardone Capital. You saw the thousands of checks and wires that went out this week. That happens every month. I think some people think, okay, so how often do you send checks out? We send checks out every single month. This is how it works, okay? I don't know what you would do with $2,000. If I could send you $1,400 a month, or $1,800 a month, or $2,000 a month, or 14 grand a month. Okay, we sent all those checks out this month. We sent some checks out that were $35, right? Mm-hmm. 35 bucks. So a guy said to me, he's like, man, that first check, $35. Right after that, another guy's like, but it was only $35. I'm like, look, dude, if you don't appreciate it, send it back to me. I'll figure out something to do with $35. Trust me. And I'm sure most of you watching this right now would do the same thing. CardoneCapital.com is the website. What we do is we is me. I go out and buy a piece of real estate this big, okay? My team then, first of all, my job is to find the brokers that will sell this, make an offer on the property, show the seller that I have the money and the financing. This is a $140 million deal. The money and the financing to buy the deal. I know what they paid to be in the deal. I know how much profit they need to make in order to sell the deal. Listen to what I'm saying right now. Most of you do not have this much information at your fingertips, okay? To be able to go do what I'm doing, even if you had the money. So we find a piece of property we want to buy, something that beautiful right here in Miami. Sometimes it's in Austin. Sometimes it's in Houston. Sometimes it's in Charlotte, North Carolina, or Savannah, Georgia, or Mobile, Alabama. But we look at markets that are positive where we can go buy great real estate that we know is going to be great for the next 5 to 10 years. I buy it with my money. I finance it with my money. I negotiate it with my skills. And then what I do is we fill it up with renters. Once the property is cash flowing, we then tell the public, would you like to get invested with me? That's what happened last year. A couple thousand people, 2,000 some odd people invested $180 million of their money in deals that I bought. Okay, so this is how the game works. You're like, everybody, not everybody, obviously, if you don't know who I am, you've never heard about Cardone Capital. But the people that know me, that have heard about Cardone Capital, we are the fastest growing privately held real estate company in the world. I have raised more money in 18 months using crowdfunding than any other real estate company on planet Earth. $180 million was raised in 18 months. Listen to this, $14 million. We're on track to distribute $14 million if we never take in another penny. $14 million this year. I think 14.4 million is what we're on track for. Last month was 1,235,628 or something like that. $1,365,000. That went out to 2,000 people. Ryan, is that right? Correct? 2,100 people. So you can do the math, okay? Like you're like, oh, then everybody got an average of whatever, right? No, some people got a $35 check because they only put $5,000 in. Some people put $22,000 in, and their check would have been somewhere around $100 a month. Some people put hundreds of thousands. I had a man walk in Friday, put $5 million in our funds. 60 days from now, when he comes in the fund, 60 days from now, if these properties that I showed you earlier are closed, he should earn, assuming the property's cash flow. Okay, assuming I do my job, assuming I pick the right location, right product, got the property's cash flowing as fast as possible. As soon as they cash flow, he should make $25,000 that month. So my question to you is, look, if you got a check for $35 every month, if you took money out of the bank, by the way, the guy that said $35, only $35, I'm like, hey man, the bank pays you $5 a year on $5,000. I paid him I paid him 7 times 12. I paid him 84 times more money than the bank paid him on his money. Okay? The bank pays you guys $5 on $5,000 if they didn't charge you setup fees, which would exceed the $5 they paid you. So you'd be negative at your checking account, and they did. Okay? I don't charge setup fees. I don't charge you any fees to come in our fund. I'm going to build a $10 billion business. And there's a lot of little guys, a lot of little people A lot of little, regular, everyday people, just the way my wife and I grew up, just the way Ryan started with me, just the way all my employees started, just the way my entire family, we all started as little people, the little people, okay? And what I'm using is crowdfunding, the internet, social media, and real estate to disrupt Wall Street. So if you want to invest with me, the website is cardonecapital.com, cardonecapital.com. All you do is go in and register. The funds are going to be filled up, okay? The SEC approved me for both a Reg D, called a Reg D, and a Reg A plus fundraising. What that means is if you're a non-accredited investor, you can invest with me, and if you're an accredited investor, you can invest with me. The minimum is $5,000. The maximum is $1 million with exceptions, like the man that came in and put in $5 million. I had to sign off on it and allow him to put $5 million on, okay? I am the number one investor in all the funds. I have money, my own money, time, energy, and resources in these funds. This is gonna be a great thing for a lot of people. I'd love for you to be involved if you're the right person, if you got cash in a bank, if you got a IRA account that's self-directed or a 401k account you can self-direct. You got cash in the bank. If you have money coming out of a deal, maybe you always wanted to buy real estate, you wanted the cash flow, but you didn't know where to invest. If you have money sitting around, get it invested in the kind of property that I'm buying. I promise you, okay? It's gonna be a good thing for you and your family in the future. So the thing that has changed my life is one thing. Well, two things. I work very hard. Number two, real estate has changed my life. Okay, I own 5,000, almost 6,000 apartments right now. 90% of them I own myself. 10% of them are owned by investors, other people. So if you'd like to invest with me, the website's cardonecapital.com, cardonecapital.com. You go there, you pick, I'm an accredited or I'm a non-accredited. Pick out the fund, register, put in the information, and then decide how much money you want to put in. These funds are going to close very soon with the next 3 deals that we put into this fund, Cardone Equity Fund 4 and 5. These funds will close, and I don't know whether I'll ever be able to offer this again. I have to go through SEC steps. I have to get approval from them. But what I want to know is this: what would you buy? If I sent you $1,000 a month, what would you do with that money? If I sent you $1,500 a month and you didn't have to work for it, your money made money and paid you every month. What would you do with your cash flow? Okay, would you buy something for the kids? Would you set up a college account? Would you buy them stuff? Would you make your house payment? Would you make your parents' house payment? Would you pay some medical expenses off? Would you pay some debt off? What would you do with the money if you were earning, let's say, $1,000 a month? Love to know, okay? Post below, let me know. What would you do with your dough? CardoneCapital.com, CardoneCapital.com. Hey, Ryan, what are you doing with your what'd you get? How much did you get last month?
Let me show them. This is what I'm gonna do with mine.
What is that?
This is the GT3 RS.
That's ridiculous.
I got $4,500 last month.
See, but I tell you what, if you're gonna do something, you got how much last month?
$4,500.
Wow.
I've got $1.2 million in principal.
You're gonna lease that though, right?
I'm gonna lease it.
So look, if you're gonna do something stupid like that, do it with passive income. He earned the income, took the money, paid his taxes, took the money, and then invested it in Cardone Capital. How much did you get last month?
I think it's nasty. $4,500.
$4,500. Okay. I should show you what Frank Kern got last month. He got his first check last month. I know Frank wouldn't care. He got $450 last month. You know what he's going to do with it? He's going to buy his nanny a car to drive the kids back and forth to work. Okay, Elena, what'd you get last month? Do you know?
How much?
About $2,000.
Elena got $2,000 last month.
What are you gonna do with your money, Elena?
Now, you're like, well, Elena's married to you. It's Elena's money. She invested in the fund. She gets distributed. If you invested the same money that Elena did, you would have got the same exact size check that Elena got last month. What are you going to do with your $2,000, Elena?
Reinvest.
She going to buy Chanel. She a liar. She going to reinvest in Chanel. She going to reinvest. Her intentions are to reinvest, but I guarantee she's going to reinvest in the Chanel. Okay? So look, guys and gals, my friends, one piece of advice before I leave. Earn money, work hard, don't lose your money. Take that money that you got left over and invest it in real assets that pay you passive income. Your goal should be to have as much passive income as earned income. And then spend that on dumb stuff if you want to, okay? CardoneCapital.com.